Apocalypse Rising 2 didn't slowly fade away. It changed, almost overnight. Not because it became pay to win, not because the devs stopped updating it, but because one update quietly broke the contract between the game and its best players. And once that contract was broken, the community never fully recovered. For a long time, Apocalypse Rising 2 was different from every other Roblox shooter. Gunfights weren't chaotic. They weren't random. They were earned. Weapons had recoil patterns you could learn. Hits registered instantly. Positioning, tracking, and decision making matter more than luck. If you died, you usually knew why. And that clarity is what built AR2's most devoted players.
Well, what the hell?
The ones who stayed for thousands of hours, formed groups, rivalries, and entire sub-communities around the game. This wasn't just a survival shooter, it was a skill test.
I got a 44 on him, but I'm dying of thirst. Please stop. Oh fuck! I died of thirst. Oh god.
I know. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying.
So many.
I'm gonna suck some toast today. Oh!
Imagine
What the?
At its peak, AR2 had something rare on Roblox. A tight, organizable, competitive community. You'd see the same names, the same groups, the same players pushing the skill ceiling higher and higher. Good players didn't just play the game, they defined it. Montages weren't flexes, they were proof of mastery. And most importantly, the game rewarded time investment. The more you played, the better you got. Simple. Then came the projectile update. On paper, it made sense. Bullets now had travel time. Gunplay was meant to feel more realistic, but mechanically, everything changed. Shots no longer felt immediate. Lag mattered more. Desync became harder to ignore. Recoil felt inconsistent. Some sprays felt laser accurate, others felt uncontrollable. And suddenly, gunfights stopped feeling decisive. Skill didn't disappear, it became harder to feel. This is where the problem started. High-skilled players rely on feedback, they need consistency to improve. But with projectiles, lag and new recoil behavior, devs felt ambiguous. Did I miss? Did the server lag? Did the recoil RNG spike? Did my shot just not register? When players can't tell why they lost, they stop trusting the game. And when elite players lose trust, they leave. The update didn't just frustrate veterans, it reshaped who the game rewarded.
It comes out. The update is out when you see this video.
Low skilled players survived longer. Gunfights became more forgiving.
60.
Mechanical mastery mattered less than before. This wasn't accidental, but in doing so, the skill ceiling was flattened.
Where is he? Oh.
And AR2 was never built on accessibility, it was built on mastery. Once top players left, everything else followed. The social fabric weakened. Fewer recognizable names, fewer rivalries, fewer reasons to grind. Cheaters became more noticeable, moderation tensions grew. False bans drove more veterans away. The game wasn't empty, but it felt hollow. The community fractured. New players enjoyed a more forgiving game, and old players felt erased. And neither side was wrong, but only one side had built the culture that made Apocalypse Rising 2 special in the first place. When those players left, they didn't just take their skill with them, they took the soul of the game. Apocalypse Rising 2 kept updating, it kept improving technically. It kept trying to move forward, but it never restored the feeling that defined its golden age. And once trust is broken in a competitive game, it's almost impossible to rebuild. Players don't come back for balance patches, they come back for identity. Apocalypse Rising 2 didn't die, it just stopped being the game its best players fell in love with. And when a game loses the players who define its highest level, everything else slowly fades with them. If you played AR2 back then, you know exactly what changed. And if you didn't, this is what happens when a game forgets who it was built for.
But Alexander's mom is the type of person to be the hottest zombie ever.